It's your girl Kay Uninhibited, and I'm back with another video. I know it's been a long while. It's literally been over a month, so there is a lot that you all have missed. I want to start off by apologizing for how long I've been gone, but shit has been going on and shit is gonna be told, okay? So let's go ahead and get right into the obvious. I have not posted on YouTube for over a month now, and I know that is a very long time considering that, you know, being a YouTuber, you have to be consistent and things like that. But what I will say is I'm definitely here to give you guys an update. I was gone for some reasons, okay? Definitely some personal reasons, some big reasons and things like that, which I'm about to get ready to tell y'all now. I feel like I say it all the time, but even if you guys don't know, no, YouTube is not my full time. Eventually, you know, I hope that it will be, but it is not my full time. I'm a regular 9-to-5 girly. So that's what I mean by like I have to do a real life first versus YouTube, because YouTube is not paying me yet. Until YouTube starts dishing out the points, I got shit to handle, okay? So guys, I am excited to film this video. I miss being on camera. I miss talking to you guys. So I'm just gonna let you know what has been happening. So without further ado, I'm just gonna go ahead and tell you guys where I've been for a little over a month, almost 2 months. So what's funny about this whole video is that I literally have a list to tell y'all of like what's been going on, what I've been doing, because it's literally been that much. So first and foremost, I don't know if you guys can notice, but this is not my typical bedroom, and that is because I have moved and this is my new bedroom. I still have like the same bedding and things like that, but I have not decorated. But yeah, so that was the first part of why I was gone. So moving was the first thing I had to handle. You guys seen my last apartment, and if you watched my moving vlog or whatever, I did say that I was gonna give you guys an apartment tour, so I do wanna apologize for never giving you guys that, but here's the explanation why. So first things first, if you get an apartment and you're gonna keep putting decorating off to the side, don't do that, because by the time you ready to decorate or finish decorating, your lease is gonna be up. So that's number one. So the second thing is, I also did not like that apartment. I was grateful that I had somewhere to stay. I was grateful that, you know, I could afford, you know, having a own roof over my head, as others are less fortunate. It was never that. So what I didn't like about my last apartment was the aesthetic of the apartment and also how small it was. For example, that apartment did not have no dining room, and I actually do have a video of that apartment, so I'm gonna insert it, you know, somewhere in here so you guys can see the last apartment. Like I said, I had no dining room. The kitchen was very small. I need space. It was just too small, you know, as you guys can see from the video. So if you guys are wondering, dang girl, why did you move in this apartment anyway? It was because I kind of found this apartment in a rush. So the transfer date from the Daytona location from my job to the Tampa location, it came kind of quick. And this was the only apartment that was working with my time frame from when I needed to move in. So back to what I was saying, stuff was breaking every week. Like for example, the sliding doors to like the washer and dryer and like the hallway closet, every time you slid them bitches, they came off. I had a termite issue the first 3 months of me living in that apartment. I had a flooding issue, and like it seemed like every single morning like something was flooding. Like either it was my bathroom, or it was my kitchen sink, or it was my dishwasher. So a lot of the times when I first started in Tampa, I was late because I was always cleaning up water. So being that the apartment was literally flooded all the time, if you guys can see like in the video what kind of cabinets I had, the cabinets were literally swollen with water. They were busted. I'm pretty sure if I renewed my lease, they were not gonna come replace those cabinets. So it was literally just like problem after problem after problem. But I already had knew like when this lease was up, I was already moving out of there regardless. And this is how this apartment came about, but it kind of fucked me up in time, okay? So like I said, my lease was up and I was apartment hunting. My lease is actually up in April. Yes, I know it is currently March, and yes, I know how to move before April, but I'm getting into all of that, okay? I'm apartment hunting, I'm touring apartments, whatever, and I came across this apartment and I fell in love with it. So as soon as I walked inside this apartment, I fell in love with it, knowing that this would be like my actual unit. This is not a model. After seeing the size, just after seeing all of the amenities that I literally wanted in my last apartment, but like I said, I moved from Daytona in kind of a rush from my start date. My apartment has hardwood floors, it has 10-foot ceilings. I actually have a dining room in this apartment. It is spacious. Maybe a little bit too much space because I be echoing sometimes, but maybe I just need like some more decorations or some more furniture or something. I don't know. But it is definitely spacious, definitely everything that I wanted in the apartment. It was in my price range. So once I was done touring the apartment, literally before I left the apartment complex, I was about to fill out the application in the car because I didn't want anybody to get this unit and I wanted it to be secure. So usually when you apply for an apartment, you just tell them the move-in date or whatever. Worst comes to worst, if your move-in date is after what they would prefer, you'll just pay a holding fee and things like that. So however, I'm sitting in the car literally before I even pull out the parking lot trying to fill out the application. However, the unit that I'm trying to select, which is this unit, is not letting me select it. So I drive around to the leasing office. I'm like, hey, I just toured this apartment. Long story short, it's a self-tour, so I didn't really have to talk to nobody. I'm trying to put in an application. It's not letting me, whatever. So the leasing agent, she's like, well, what date are you putting the move-in date for? So I told her my move-in date, which was in April. That's when my lease ends. She was like, that's why. So the leasing agent then explained to me that is why the apartment's not popping up, because when I put in my move-in date, it's 2 months out. and the vacant ready, move-in ready apartments have to be ready to move in within 7 days of the application. So immediately when the leasing agent told me that, I just literally knocked this off my list. I was just like, it's an L, whatever, I'll find something else. But I was really sad about it because it was everything that I wanted in my price range. Keep that in mind, right? So a couple weeks goes on and I'm talking to my boyfriend about the situation, and he's in the middle of moving and I'm in the middle of moving. So he was just asking me like, hey, did you ever find an apartment? Yada, yada, yada. So I was like, yeah, I found an apartment that I love, but you know, I just can't get it. So he was like, why? So I explained to him basically what the leasing agent told me, like, yeah, you know, I could apply for it, but I have to move within 7 days. That would leave me, you know, breaking my lease. And y'all know if y'all break y'all lease, it's a whole bunch of fees, which is more expensive and things like that. Yada, yada, yada. So he was just like, well, you know, like, what do you like about the apartment? So I sent him the video. Of course, he's been to my last apartment. So he's like, whoa, like for this price, like this is a major upgrade. Like, what the heck? So I'm like, yes, this is what I'm saying. Like, this is why I want the apartment and things like that. He's like, yeah, go ahead and put in an application. We'll figure it out, whatever, whatever. So once my boyfriend had told me that, I literally had put in an application like in less than 30 minutes of that because I really wanted this apartment. I didn't know how it was going to work out, but we were going to figure it out. So a couple days later, I ended up getting approved for the apartment, and everything actually ended up working out because with the approval of this apartment, they waived my deposit fee, and I also got money off of the first month's rent, which also that money off helped me pay for the other apartment. And then also with my last apartment, the last one is technically already paid for because it's like half the month or whatever, but I already had my rent budgeted out to pay those last 2 months at the last place. So that's what I mean by like, it literally balanced out with my money. Like this apartment just had to be for me, you know? So once I figured out that I was moving in 7 days because I was not gonna wait the whole 2 months out in the last apartment if I didn't have to, if I have this beauty over here, you feel me? So once I figured out I was moving in 7 days, you know, then that came about. So I started moving and things like that. So I've been unpacking and getting situated in my new apartment. So now I will insert a clip of my new apartment. So it was empty when I took this, and I actually took this when I was actually doing the tour because I literally couldn't believe my eyes of what I was getting for the price that I'm paying. And like I said, I literally just fell in love with this apartment. As you guys can see, the hardwood floors, the high ceilings, the kitchen. I actually had like a kitchen, you know what I'm saying? As you guys can see from the last apartment. Like I said, I actually have a dining room and things like that. And it's just everything that I wanted. Not counting that I actually have a garage. So even though I live in an apartment, they kind of look like townhomes, you feel me? So like I said, I have a garage. And I'm really saying all this to say, y'all, like I said, this was in my budget. This is only $78 more than what I was paying at the last place. What? I know you guys like, huh? Like, how did you come across this first? I didn't come across this first. So when I was moving from Daytona to Tampa, this place never popped up when I was looking for apartments, never heard of it or anything. And I came across it because it was only 8 minutes away from my job. And when I was at work, I was looking for apartments near my job so I can move closer to work. So that's how I even came across it. But these apartments been here for years. I don't know how I missed it the first time I moved to Tampa, but I'm grateful, you know, that I came across it now. All right, y'all, so this time when I'm done decorating for real, I will do an apartment tour. As you guys already got a little empty apartment tour already. So yes, I'm definitely looking forward to finishing my apartment soon. Okay, soon, not in the middle of my lease, and give you guys that apartment tour. So y'all, I would say that was the first thing that got me distracted from YouTube. So the next thing that's been going on in this month I've been gone, if you guys haven't noticed already, as I've been talking and blabbing my mouth, my bottom braces was definitely not planned. If you guys been following me for a long time, you guys knew that I had braces for 4 years already. I recently got them off. I wouldn't even say recently. I had them off for a little over a year. And then now I've had to get them back on the bottom. So this all came about because I went to my dentist, not my orthodontist, like my regular dentist. I went to go get my teeth cleaned. So I raised a concern to my dentist and I'm telling her, hey, my 2 middle bottom teeth are constantly going like this. Before I had braces, little fun fact about me, my bottom row was never crooked. So for them to be going like this back and forth is a little concerning for me because just like, my teeth were never crooked, so why are they getting crooked, you know? When I have in my retainers, they're straight, of course, like this. And then if I take out my retainers, by the end of the day, one is in front of each other. And I will insert a picture of what I mean. So it would literally be irritating because I would wear my retainers all night and then my teeth would be straight in the morning. And like I said, by the end of the day, my bottom 2 teeth would be like that. So what my dentist was telling me was the more and more my teeth rub together, I'm basically losing bone down in my gums. It's basically like withering it away. And what my dentist's concern was that it was my wisdom teeth. Fun fact about me, I still have all my wisdom teeth. I have no pain. They do not bother me and I have no interest in getting them out unless I have to, okay? But what she was saying was my wisdom teeth may be pushing my teeth together, and that's why they are, you know, becoming crooked. And the more and more they wither away, the more and more my teeth are going to be loose, and that could end up to my teeth falling out, which I'm not trying to have at 25. So my dentist was like, go back to your orthodontist, tell them what's going on, tell them that we need, you know, your x-rays from your visits with them, and then, you know, you're probably going to have to get your wisdom teeth out. So I'm like, all this time, they're not causing me no pain, but I mean, I will get my wisdom teeth out because I paid thousands of dollars for my teeth to be fixed with braces, and I'll be damned. So fast forward, I go back to my orthodontist. I tell them what's going on with my teeth, you know, going back and forth, going back and forth. So they're like, how often am I wearing my retainer? I'm like, well, I've had my braces off for over a year, so I only wear my retainer at night. But if I have like a nice event to go to, or if I'm going on a date or something, I will put in my retainers just so I can have that straight look. But by the end of the night, or by the end of what I'm doing, they're back, you know, in front of each other. So they're telling me like, yeah, this is a little weird considering that, you know, your bottom teeth having, you know, been crooked before. So they take a look at my mouth and things like that, and they're basically like, yeah, it has nothing to do with your wisdom teeth. Your teeth are literally just shifting. As you get older, you know, your teeth shift and things like that, especially with having braces on before. There are some spaces that they remember being at, and they're trying to get to those spaces regardless of how long I wear my retainers and things like that. So they were like, yeah, so your only option is to get braces on. So you're gonna have to get braces back on the bottom. It should take no longer than 6 months to correct it. And then, you know, once I get my braces off, I get a new retainer and things like that. And that way, you know, bomb, they'll be in place. So instantly at first I'm like, no, that was not my plan. I did not mentally prepare myself to get braces today. I could come back in a few weeks to get them on, but I wasn't gonna do it today. So if y'all don't know, what y'all should know, my birthday is in July. So I was like, yeah, I might as well get it over with now because I'll be looking like a damn fool with braces just on the bottom at 26 years old. That is not how I'm bringing in 26, okay? Not 26. So I basically had to suck it up, and, you know, I would insert some clips of me getting my braces back on and things like that. But I basically had to, you know, suck it up for the day and like, yeah, that's not what I came in here for, but it's what I'm leaving with, okay? I thought it was gonna look worse, a little bit more awkward than what it does, because, I mean, who just has braces on the bottom? I mean, a lot of people do it, but it's not often, you know what I'm saying? So I definitely had to get used to, you know, having braces again. Literally in the first 2 days, I already had like a sore. I don't know what they call it, like a canker sore or whatever the sore is from the braces rubbing up, you know, inside your lip. That's what I had already. I'm gonna have to learn how to, you know, talk with them again. Just folding my lips over them again, even though it's just on the bottom. It's just, you know, I had to get used to it again, and I didn't think that I would ever have to, you know. So yeah, y'all, so your girl is brace face again, just for a little bit, just on the bottom though. Another update I have is a health update. And I don't really know what to give y'all in this health update because I don't want to give y'all, you know, too many specifics because I am still a private person to a certain extent. But just know I've had a little bit of a health scare, and I do want to come on here and let y'all know that I don't care how old you are. If you guys don't know how old I am, I'm 25. It is never too young, or you're never too early, or you're never too soon to start checking up on your health and getting yourself checked, especially if you know high blood pressure, high cholesterol, diabetes and shit running your family. I suggest you be getting your yearly checkups and getting checked for these things because they're actually real. Just because you live a healthy lifestyle doesn't mean you're not still subject to these things, because like I said, they could be hereditary and things like that. So I have had a bit of a health scare that is going to cause me to do some changes. So at first when I went to the doctor, you know, I was sad because there's a lot of shit that I'm not gonna be able to eat no more. And basically, like, there's nothing wrong with me, like to the point where like I'm gonna die or some shit. But basically all I'm gonna tell y'all right now is my health is not ideal for a 25-year-old. So that's why I'm like, all these fats, all these red meats, all this stuff that we've been eating on a day-to-day basis and not even thinking about it has to literally be out of my diet. So like I said, at first I was kind of feeling a way about it, like, dang, I gotta change my diet now at 25. Like, there's still so much stuff I like to eat. But all that is besides the point. When your health is on the line, it is literally like a wake-up call. So I started looking at it in different ways, like, yeah, body finna be T by July, you feel me? At least I'm gonna be overall healthy. At least my energy is gonna be up. At least I know that I'm putting good things in my body and I'm doing what I need to do to be healthy and to fight all the odds, regardless of hereditariness, being black, being subject to high blood pressure and shit like that is just not a cool thing. So yeah, like I said, I have to buckle down and be serious about my health now. And it is not a joke, but like I said, it's also a good thing because, like I said, I'm about to be in shape. I'm about to have an overall health turnaround. So it's like not a big deal, but it's just like, whoa, it's kind of scary at 25 to get, you know, these scares and these results back and things like that, knowing that you are active on a normal basis. You do eat right on a normal basis. But like I said, stuff do run in your family regardless of what it is. So like I said, make sure you're getting your annual checkups. I'm a little behind on my annual checkups because I didn't have insurance for the past 2 years. So that's why I'm like all of a sudden getting all of these appointments at the same time because I haven't been checked up on in a minute. So yeah, so if you guys want to see any of my health journey, whether if it's meal prepping, juicing, exercising, working out instead of 3 days a week, 5 days a week and things like that. So if you guys are going to want to see some of my health journey, go ahead and let me know now in the comments because I'm excited for it. And if you guys want to see it, I definitely will be excited to share it with you guys. So I do have a goal for myself to lose about 25 to 30 pounds. So it is going to be kind of a weight loss journey. So if you guys, like I said, want to tune into that or want me to put this on my YouTube channel, please let me know in the comments. So regardless of overall health, I also have another health update, and your girl is going to be getting surgery. Now, I do not know how invasive the surgery is going to be or how invasive the procedure is, but yes, your girl will be undergoing surgery for the first time, probably sometime in April. I don't have my pre-op appointment until March 25th, so I won't know a surgery date or anything until after March 25th, so that's why I'm not sure yet. I will be getting surgery on my right knee. I know you guys cannot tell if anything's wrong with it on camera, considering that I work out and do all the things that I do with my knee. And also the doctor is a little confused on how I'm able to do all these activities regarding what's wrong with my knee. So if you guys don't know, I used to play tackle football back in, it's 2025. I think I played in like 2021, 2022 era. During this time, I hurt my knee. I was lined up with this girl and we were doing, I don't even know what drill we were doing, but all I know is that I was guarding her. She was running, she did a little in and out, and when I did the in and out with her, when I went the opposite way, my knee did not. So, for example, she's going this way, I'm going this way, she switches this way, I switched with her, but my knee did not. My knee stayed straight and my body went this way. So it kind of like twisted, and you heard it as well. So when it first happened, you know, I was in pain, I couldn't walk, I was on crutches and things like that. But I was also 20 hours at the job that I worked at now. So I did not have health insurance. I was only a part-time employee. And I was advised that we had team insurance. So it really wasn't a big deal for me to be playing a tackle sport without insurance because the coach at the time told us that we had some type of coverage. So when I actually got hurt, I couldn't walk. I was on crutches. I needed help. Actually, the girl that I was running the drill with, her name was Coda. She was at my house every day, you know, helping me, you know, in and out the shower, getting dressed and things like that. So she was very helpful and I was very grateful for her during that time. But like I said, at the time of me getting hurt, that's when I found out that the team didn't have any type of insurance. That was a lie. The coach lied about a lie. He kept trying to put off me getting seen because I kept telling him like, hey, like I need an MRI, but I guess he's seen because it was overtime and I could actually walk versus being on crutches or do this versus being, you know, bedridden. He kept ignoring the fact that I needed an MRI. Now, I had went to this MRI place. I told him how much it was, whatever. He was like, he'll pay for it. Never paid for it, none of that. Like I said, I was working 20 hours at my job at the time. So I don't have an extra $500, $600 out of my pocket to just throw at an MRI. But I'm also a tough and a strong girl. So if I'm able to walk and do back and forth movements, which I work at a bank, so I don't need to be doing too much and I can get to work, I'm not really gonna complain about it. And then over time, you know, the pain lessened. At the time, I was getting treatment at a chiropractor for free because I was a student. They had, you know, students in PT training and things like that. So they did do a lot of physical therapy with me on my knee, but however, they only gave me an x-ray. But for my injury, you need an MRI. So the chiropractor 2 years ago back then had already let me know that it was probably something with my lateral collateral ligament because I had problems doing side to side movements versus back and forth. Like I said, I could jump up and down. I could do, you know, squats and everything. But if it comes to anything lateral, like a lateral lunge or me switching directions on that knee, I literally cannot do it. So like I said, I found all that out about the team. And if you guys are wondering why I don't play tackle football no more, that is why. I would never play for Daytona. I would never play for that coach again. And if I do get into it, we're probably here in Tampa. And, you know, I'll be looking deeper into some things before I actually sign some papers to get on a damn team this time. So fast forward to now, I have a different position in my job, which is full time. So that's how I have insurance now. So that's why I've even been going to all these doctors, getting all my workups. I know that I've skipped the last few years because I have that insurance. So I've literally just been, you know, checking up on me, my health and my body, making sure that I'm okay. But I also know that my knee was never okay because I never got an MRI. MRI, and I never really been the same on this knee still to this day. So when I got the MRI on my knee, they told me that I have an oblique tear of the body and posterior horn of the lateral meniscus, a grade 1 sprain of the lateral collateral ligament, trace joint effusion, and a small Baker cyst in the back of my knee. So like I said, that requires surgery, which I would be getting. But like I said, I don't know how serious or how invasive it is. If it's gonna be like a quick procedure where I'm able to walk the same day, or I'm gonna be out a few weeks. I'm actually down for the few weeks. You know, bitch is tired of working, okay? Like, if I can get a few weeks off work, cool. Injury or not, I do not care, okay? So if you guys could go ahead and send up some prayers for your girl. Like I said, I don't go to my pre-op appointment until March 25th. So probably have surgery sometime in April, depending on how soon they want to do it or how soon they can get me in. But even before the surgery, I should be back here with another health update on my knee and things like that, just letting you guys know what's going on. If you guys want to see my surgery journey and things like that, my healing journey, physical therapy journey, and things like that after, you know, getting my knee fixed, please let me know right now down in the comments. These are video ideas that I'm already thinking about doing, but I just want to know if you guys actually want to see that so I can make it a priority versus the other videos. But yeah, so that's everything that's been going on with your girl for the past month. I know it's a little bit hectic, but like I said, you know, real life happens, and until this is my full-time job, I have other things to tend to right now. It's so funny that I keep saying that because one day YouTube will actually be like my full-time profession, but until we get there, you know, I gotta be a full, you know, responsible adult and take care of real life first. So I do want to apologize once again for the inconsistency. I'm gonna try to get better at this. Even though that I be going through stuff, I'm still learning how to record and get videos out while dealing with all of this. So I'm in my learning era, you know, I'm getting there. Be patient with me is all I ask of you guys. I also have another Marc Jacobs haul coming for you guys, so if you guys are interested in that, stay tuned. Any videos you guys want to see coming in the near future, go ahead and let me know down in the comments below. Make sure you follow me on Instagram because that is where I interact and update y'all the most. All of my social medias will be down in the description below as always, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye, YouTube.